Okay, so we're taking a look at 2000, I think it was 2014's No Escape, starring Owen Wilson,
Yeah.
Lake Bell, and Pierce Brosnan.
Yes.
I actually saw this movie in the theater, and I rented it when it came out, when it first came out from the, guys remember Redbox?
Yeah.
Some of
I
you younger
remember it.
people probably don't remember Redbox, and most of you younger people probably don't remember Hollywood Video and shit.
I
Yeah,
love
those were the days,
Blockbuster.
man. Those were the days.
Yeah, Family Video is my favorite.
Hollywood Video was mine, but I did like Family Video there. I know there was one where you were from. So.
Yeah,
But yeah, No Escape. It's an action thriller
I love it.
about Owen Wilson, who takes this job as, what is he again? He's an American businessman.
Yeah, I don't remember his exact title, but basically his company was there to take control of their water supply.
This
But-
little country in Southeast Asia.
Yeah. And Owen Wilson had no idea of the political agenda behind the company. He innocently just moved him, his wife, and their two daughters
To this place
To a
where a big coup
whole
d'etat breaks up.
country and like a civil uprising.
Which is called a coup d'etat.
Yeah. And he's stuck there, and he is public enemy one of three.
Yeah.
Because his face with two other guys is on this like banner for the company, representing the company, and they're killing them in the streets.
Yeah, definitely. These people are the people involved in the coup d'état, the rebels, the rebellion that's
Yes.
going in. They're
Yes.
not. Let's just say
They're
not
brutal.
They're not very nice.
They're brutal. They are brutal.
Yeah, they kill
Savage.
a lot of
Very
people in this
savage.
movie. A lot
Very
of people get
savage.
killed. And that's he on the plane they meet Pierce Brosnan,
Yes.
who he's Pierce Brosnan plays the character that he seems to play most of the time. He's kind of got this cocky. He never could leave the James Bond character behind him. I've noticed.
Yeah.
He does play very much this James Bond-esque, where he's out drinking, he's all about getting the girls, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's just Pierce Brosnan doing Pierce Brosnan stuff.
Yeah.
But it turns
definitely.
out he's actually some British,
Spy kind of
Yeah. who he's.
super intelligent.
We find out in the end of the movie, spoiler alert, that he's part of the reason why all this shit is getting stirred up. But
Yeah, he gives like the full layout to Owen Wilson's character.
this is at the end.
after
of
the fact, when he's like doing all the things, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. There's
Yeah.
a lot to unpack on this movie.
There definitely is, especially
Mhm.
with Pierce Brosnan's character. But I think that Owen Wilson did a great job. I think Lake Bell did a good job as the
Oh yeah,
wife.
she was phenomenal.
Yeah.
She was a great wife, a great mom, and
I think
a
Lake
ride or
Bell's
die.
a great actress too.
Yeah, she doesn't get enough credit.
No, something just fell on the floor. It's all right.
I'll get
Yeah, I'll get it.
it.
The kids were extremely annoying. I hate the kids in this movie.
I would have whooped that one kid's ass a few times.
I would have whooped both their asses.
Not the little one. She's little.
She's the one crying
It's
over a teddy
understa-
bear when
That's
you're getting a fucking
understandable.
clip emptied on you with a fucking
That's-
AK-47.
That's understandable. The one that kept fucking running off and doing what the fuck she wanted to do, she needed to sit her ass down.
I can't remember that character's name, but I know the one you're talking about, and oh my fucking god, she drove
Ugh.
me fucking bonkers.
This
through
kid
this movie.
didn't do shit she was told. Like,
I remember seeing this in the theater, and I actually had to really restrain myself from getting up and yelling and cussing this child
man.
in this fucking movie, because that's how
But
much
Owen Wilson, kudos, because he handled that shit. When she went over, when he was trying to throw her to the mom, listen. He handled that very well.
When I saw this movie in theaters when it came out, I remember like it just looked like a time killer. Like one
Yeah.
of those movies you go see and then you never remember anything about it. And
No, it's a great
holy
movie.
fuck, yeah. This really is a really good action
Mm-hmm.
thriller film. I felt the tension in the theater. And there were quite a few people in my theater
Yeah.
back when this came out. And obviously it was an R-rated movie, so it was weird. They never ID'd me because at that time I had a full-grown beard and I was 14.
Mhm.
I looked 25. And, I got ID'd. I didn't know it was an R-rated movie either. I thought
Aw,
it was
you
I
could've
thought it
been
was a
bad.
PG-13 movie. And then there's multiple multiple usages of the F word and blood and gore. I'm like, I think this is an R-rated movie.
Yeah, and even
I thought it was a PG-13 movie.
SA.
Yeah, and the action in this movie is there. Like, it's vicious, it's brutal, it doesn't feel like your typical like Commando or one of like the later Rambo sequels. Like, it's not that kind of action.
No, it was actually
very violent, very realistic.
Yeah. It gives like a cartel feel as far as like the violence level.
Mm-hmm.
And just what I love the most about this movie was that you really feel the desperation at every turn. Like, it draws you in emotionally. Like, you're panicking for them.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's where, like, I wanted to whoop that kid a few times because I'm like, bitch, she's trying to save y'all and it's not looking good. Cooperate. Get your shit together or go over there and whatever.
Like when they were trying to throw the one little girl across the building.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Across the alleyway to the next building.
Yes, the little girl
that's what all you can do at that point, too.
But the older girl, she was trying to do too much. And
like, at this point, you have to fucking do it.
Yeah, you just need to listen.
Like, yeah. I hated the kids in this movie because basically all they did was just run around and scream, Dad! Dad!
Well, I mean, they're kids.
Kind of like in the Transformers movie
crazy,
when Shia LaBeouf, all he does is run around and scream, Bumblebee! Bumblebee! It was the same thing. They just run around, Dad! Dad! So the kids were really annoying.
It's scary for them, you know, I mean, of course. But shit, you could be scared and still be alive. And you can't do dumb shit because you're scared.
Like the little girl, oh, whoops. The little girl goes, I have to potty.
I know. And, like, everybody was just kind of crying at that. Like, the mom was sad because she's like, damn, my kid's pissing her pants. And I don't have a choice to fix it. It was a deep, like, family psychological, like, suspense. Because you don't know. Like, you're watching these parents try to save their kids and save themselves. So they are in a foreign land. Everybody hates them. Like, it's not just, oh, they're outsiders or they're not like a... No, this is the guy. They're going for his head.
Yeah.
Specifically.
And poor Owen Wilson, because he even said in the film he thought he was there to help.
Yeah.
When they were there to steal from him. So the people that that put together the coup d'etat and they kill the prime minister at the very first scene of the movie, like, you kind of understand because they're coming into their country and taking their water and fucking with their water.
Well, that first scene, dude slits his own throat. Yeah, he don't want no part of it. He knows what's coming. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. Like,
they're like the equivalent to the Taliban or something like that.
Yes, very Taliban, very cartel-esque.
They're brutal.
Yeah, very much.
But they don't want their water supply.
Machetes chopping people.
It's brutal.
Unloading clips.
This movie's not for the faint of heart.
No. Just everybody's dying.
Not that I think it's the most, like, disturbing thing ever, because it's not. But...
No, it just is a really good, like, it's force. Like, they're a force to be reckoned with, and you know if they catch you, it's over. Like, there's no negotiating. You gotta hope that something comes through and saves the day, or you can find a rock big enough to bash their head over, you know?
Which Owen Wilson does. He kills one guy with a lamp, and then he ends up taking another guy's gun.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan and the way that him and, what was his...
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. I don't know what his real name was, but his name in the movie was Kenny Rogers. Because like, the whole joke is that he's, like, completely obsessed with Kenny Rogers, and, like...
It's his
entire personality just seems to revolve around...
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Which is whatever, but they come to save the day when they're in that guy's garden, and
yeah,
Pierce Brosnan and Kenny Rogers take this whole entire squad of platoon or whatever you want to call them of these Taliban, they're not Taliban, but you know what I mean. These rioters.
Yeah, the rebellion.
Yeah,
people.
We'll call them a rebellion. They don't give them like a specific name. At least I don't remember that they do in the film or not. But yeah, they come in and Pierce Brosnan's got, okay, I can sell you guys guns. I can give you guns, and then they end up doing this whole.
Yeah, because he's coming in. Him and Kenny Rogers set it up where he comes in and he's like, I have guns, I can sell guns, and then he like barks out the order of like which one of the 6 he's taking and the other one to take it. So like it was a distraction tactic for the assassination.
Yeah, and they executed it perfectly. Get it?
Execution, yeah. Not assassination.
Pierce Brosnan's character does eventually bite the dust in this movie too, which is sad. Because
he goes out with
he
a bang,
plays,
though.
I think, the most likable character in the movie, maybe besides Owen Wilson. Pierce Brosnan, I think he is literally I think he's probably my favorite character. But then again, Pierce Brosnan is arguably my favorite actor of all time.
You're definitely.
So I'm definitely great. I definitely am biased when it comes to Pierce Brosnan, but
Owen Wilson was phenomenal in this role. Like it showed
I'm surprised they got him to do
abilities.
A movie like this.
Yeah, it definitely pushes his range for sure.
Because I always kind of felt like he plays the same character a lot.
Yeah, like the comedic relief, kind of dumb.
There was no comedy in this movie. Like, I mean, there was like little bits of humor in there, kind of. But this was a serious movie.
Very much so, and it's not like sad serious; it's like action serious.
Like it's very high tension.
Yes, and I think he did phenomenal. Like I don't know that he has a career in like action hero shit, but like. He did.
That's why they got Pierce
Brosnan
in this movie.
Yeah, he did the dad role of protector very well in this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they definitely. Family, that's definitely why they got Pierce Brosnan, which we all know from fucking tons of thousands of movies. But
yeah.
This is his death though. What I was getting at is like it was sad. Like he ends up shooting the driver, and then he just. Fucking he takes it like he knows he's dead.
He goes
so
out
he did
in
whatever he had to do to make sure that nothing happened to that family.
He made his death count and mean something for them.
Yeah, and his whole logic behind all of it was, I got this shit started, so the least I could do for you guys is trying to get you guys out of it.
Yeah, he literally
their plan was to get them to this boat so they could take the river to cross over the border into Vietnam. And
which they did.
They did at the very end of the movie, and the rioters were following them, and then immediately the Vietnamese army's on the border, and they basically warned them, saying if you open fire, this is going to become an act of war. And I don't think they wanted any of that.
No, they didn't, because as badass as they were, they knew they wasn't.
The Vietnamese military is So they eventually at the end of the movie cross over into the border, and they claim asylum in this country.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how the movie ends. There's like this brief monologue scene, not monologue, but there's a kind of a epilogue scene of them in the hospital, and and it was fine. The movie was, I thought, really great. Like,
it was a great movie.
I definitely don't think it deserves the like 40 or 50 it has on Rotten Tomatoes. I think Rotten Tomatoes is a fucking shit.
Skewed,
yeah. I think a lot of times critics don't like good movies. They don't like movies that are just to the point like this. I noticed they like the more high like art, and I like those movies.
You're a critic and a fan, so you give a totally different perspective. I'm a fan. I'm not necessarily a critic. I'm a fan.
I'm a pretty easy critic too.
Yeah.
I've not given ever since you and I started doing this, I've not given very many negative reviews.
Well,
the only ones I can think of was End of Days and
balanced.
Gothica, but
they're balanced.
Yeah. I think those are the only 2 movies so far that I gave negative reviews to. But so far, I've been pretty positive. Like, I like to look for the positives in the movie, and I don't really notice anything I don't like in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, like, there's some kind of, like, I don't know, film critics can decipher, well, this whatever portion of the movie took too long, therefore, it sucks. I'm not like that. I'm a pretty easy critic.
I don't understand how you could, like, if you like this genre especially, like, I don't see how you couldn't like this movie.
I'll tell you if something's bad, too.
It's a great movie. It's done greatly. Like, it's a 10 for me.
Yeah. I definitely give it a 9.
Yeah.
I had a really good time with this movie each time I've watched it. I've watched it about a good 6 or 7 times.
Yeah. I started watching it, but I, too, rented it, and I didn't... I had poor time management, so I only started it, and then I had to.
You got like the first like 20 minutes
Yeah,
of it.
and then life happened, and I didn't get to finish it. But I'm glad I finished it.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. So that's really sums up my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a phenomenal film.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and cut it off and
Yeah.
go about our day. Oh, we'll see.
I do like that it did keep like realistic, like.
It didn't get too like sensational. Or
Yes. Like even when it got sensational, like propping the body up to cover the hole that they were hiding in, I like that because
it's a smart move.
Yeah, and it's like way critical thinking into some shit. You got to really be in the moment. I like that about this movie.
Yeah.
That because they were both able to stay, even at the end with the kid when she came out, like they were strategic in how they made their moves to stay alive.
Yeah.
You know, they knew when to run and when to push a run and when to stay no matter what. Like, I love that about this movie. That's why it makes it a 10 for me.
Yeah. That's
it makes it a 10 for me because it's done so phenomenally, because it shows like the real life impact that every aspect and perspective of this movie, even down to him and Pierce Brosnan having the conversation of like Pierce Brosnan taking accountability. Like, I love it.
He was just genuinely a good character.
Yeah. And Owen Wilson was too, man. And like, kudos to Lake Bell's character, because that baby got knocked down once for herself, twice for her babies on that roof. Like, she was a trooper. That is what you look for in a ride or die wife, because that bitch sacrificed herself.
I just really love the way Pierce Brosnan was in this movie. Like, I thought he was a great character. Yeah, I am. He's probably my favorite actor, probably all time. But him and Tom Hanks kind of go back and forth. But
yeah,
you know, I know I'll say that somebody will say, "Well, he's the reason they got the shit stirred up." So what you're saying, this, that, and the other. Like, I didn't say he was a good character. I didn't say he was a moral character. I said he was a well written character. People mistake that all the time.
Yeah,
but
I like that. I like his character because, like, he showed up, got shit done. He's very lighthearted. Like, you know, the way he carries himself, you can't even be mad because you know to expect that. You know, he presents himself as a shallow character from the beginning. Shallow but helpful.
Yeah.
You know, and he's consistent in his character. He's shallow but helpful. You know, he does bad shit for good money, and you know, he kind of learned his lesson on this one. Yeah, he kind of learned his lesson on this one and took accountability, and he's the reason why. He's the reason why they got away. So, you know, I feel like he got that chance to make it right to the best of his ability.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm satisfied with this whole movie. I love it.
Me too. All right, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I got to start getting ready for work here in the next hour or two. So, I don't know what's over the next hour or two, the next hour. Mm-hmm. So, I guess we'll go ahead and cut it off. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.